I remember when I was 5 and my mom cooked a giant batch of shrimp and onions. So let's first start with the onion. Beautiful. Small onion. Now keep it here. Now I'm going to show you something. Let's start off with the shrimp. Shrimp and onions is a really delicious meal. So sharpen your knife. First, typically it's deveined. Deveined, typically it always happens. So what we're going to do is we're going to, even though it's deveined, you're still going to sort of cut down. Now what we're going to do is the tails. What are we going to do with the tails? I'm going to cut off these tails. Now these tails are juicy and very delicious too. You might think I'm joking, but actually I'm not kidding. Now find where that the shell is, then boom, cut. Now the tails are the most delicious piece, but you can't really eat them. So you can either freeze them, dry freeze them, and use them for a different day, because I'm planning on doing a video for it. Now, the main shrimp. Open it up and down. Then you're gonna split open. Now then you're gonna start cutting up piece by piece on the shrimp. Now, shrimp and onions are amazing. I would say they're very delicious and have a lot of nutrients. Then you're gonna cut off the back part. The back part's fat. So you don't want fat, so you're just gonna cut off the full back. The full back's about half. And what you're gonna do is then you're gonna start cutting up shrimp very, very quickly. Don't let it. You want to cut it up very fast. The onion is the most predictable. Now you're going to get the onion. If it's a firm one, you want to open up the skin. Now the center, that's where the bleeding is. What we're going to be doing is, I'm not kidding, we're going to actually boil this onion to get off its skin. What I'm saying is we're going to be putting salt and then cooking it on a pan. We're basically going to be cooking the onion from the inside out. What's going to happen is all the steam's going to get into the skin, and then the skin's going to fall off, making a cooked onion and steamed. Now, you don't want a lot, but you want a low heat, put down a pan. Give yourself a little bit of olive oil. The oil gives it that flavor. Now, believe me, it gives you that tender sort of flavor to it, you know? From the camera a little bit. Now what's going to happen? This onion is going to basically be cooking from the inside out. Now, you're going to want to sprinkle a dose of salt all over there, all in the core, all on there. You want to make it just salted, you know? I know, there's a lot of salt on the cutting board, but we're not going to use all of it. You're going to pack it together. It'll also be used for the shrimp. Now I know it sounds weird, but
We'll wait until 5:30, okay? You guys want dinner? You want dinner? All right, come on, let's go.
I'm saying that we're gonna oil up this onion, and soon it's gonna heat up enough. The skin's gonna start peeling. Now, turn up the heat a lot. That means it's gonna start really cooking. Now we have officially cut through it. Now the onion. You're gonna hear that sound. The sound is good. You're basically cooking the onion from the inside. Lather it up in a bunch of oil. The oil is gonna do a lot. When you find that spot, that means you've gotten that onion cooked. You're basically cooking the onion from the inside out. And what I'm saying by that is that you're basically cooking the skin. And you're basically... Now guys, we're about to do a flambe. I'm about to do a flambe, okay? Get a tidbit of water. Wow. Pop it. That water will be for later. Woo!
Then?
Woo!
Be done with it.
Yep, thanks. Okay, woo! Okay, so now you're gonna flip it around for a minute. Now you're over. Turn it off. Now let it chill. Heat's off. Now you want to make it chill for a minute before you actually take it off. Now you don't want to do anything quick, but you're gonna kind of cook the shrimp with the stove off because you're gonna cook everything at the same time. You're cooking the shrimp with the shrimp off. You're cooking everything at the same time. That's how hot a pan can be, guys. Let the shrimp just sort of boil away. Now, I got the onion in there. Now it's just gonna let that thing chill for a minute. Now take it out, let that just chill. Now since all of the shrimp is done, then now I'm going to show you the power of the water on this pan. About to show you. You're going to lose your mind.
Clean everything up.
Yes, whatever. Okay, now guys. Move this thing. Now it's time to get to the main meal. Shrimp is basically turned into fried shrimp. And now it's sort of hard now a little bit because the oil is in there. Now about the onion. The onion has basically been cooked. Now it's so easy just to peel off that skin. And now it's gonna reveal straight dead center, straight to the main onion. Now the icing is not really that much of a thing anymore because now it's been kind of cooked in all spaces. I mean, it still could happen. You never really know with onions, but now how we're gonna cook the rest of the onion is we are gonna use the same pan that we just did. Same pan is gonna be, you know, we're gonna rip off the skin. It's really easy. I believe you if you just microwave it. Let me tell you, it's the same thing as this. Now this onion is not done yet. There's a full different layer of skin under there that you wanna get off. You might think that's the flavor, but it's really not. You just wanna remove it. Remember, in all these types of things, you always get like your hands dirty. So if you don't like going to get your hands dirty or anything, this type of cooking is probably not for you. You could be a pastry cook, but if you really don't want to mess with your hands and stuff with like large portions of food, then this is probably not for you. Then this is the time where you could actually cut off the tops, and actually it's not that bad. You can officially finally cook cut off the tops now with no problem. Now what you can do is you're gonna sit it up. Now we're gonna cut it. That's when it's cold. That's where the crying will probably begin. Now you're gonna do is you're gonna take off the skin because the skin always gets in there. Now my eyes hurt. Woo! Wow. Now everybody hates it. Wow, that's so powerful. Also, the downside about this is that onions are also really weak after cooking them before actually really cooking them. So what I would suggest is we're gonna get the pan again. And while those are cooking, you want to, as I said on Facebook, I said we're going to be doing potatoes, but I cannot, because we're already in the middle of cooking since it's potatoes, I guess, tomorrow, because it's going to be a morning fun thing tomorrow. You're going to want to cut everything up in one. Oh my God, that's powerful. Whoa. But what you're going to want to do is you're just going to start cutting up that onion. You can, if you want, kind of juicy, but I wouldn't suggest it. Really powerful. Add some oil. The oil, add a lot of oil over there. It's just going to be like a protective. Well, raw onions are pretty good, but cooked onions are even better. And when they're all cut, you can finally put them all in. Throw them in there. The shrimp sometimes gets in there, so please watch out for that. The onions will be also feasted with the shrimp, so please go over that. It's going to be a longer bit of Benny's cooking because this one's a longer meal. So I really would suggest you cooking the onion like in the skin so you can peel it off as easy because the skin basically cooks. It just takes you a minute, extra like 5 minutes. Then, so while the onions are cooking, you're gonna want a little bit of salt. You always want a little bit of salt on those onions. Give it a little bit of more flavor. So about the shrimp. Now these shrimp are pretty delicious. What we're gonna do with these now we're going to basically, you're gonna keep them here. We're gonna move them. I just have to dump them. All chefs should probably do this, whatever, it takes me like 5 minutes, whatever. Your thing cooked, get all the water out. You always want water out of there. Don't want any water while cooking. It's kind of disgusting. If you really want it, I don't know, I'm not in charge of you. Kind of disgusting, whatever. But I'm saying that, like, when I have good food, always have a clean board. I'm also saying that you should also add a quick towel to basically like cover up it, and then you'll be fine. Now there'll also be a special show for an hour tomorrow, or tomorrow morning. Now, the onions have officially burned. Now, the onions have kind of burned. That's what you want. You want the cut onions to be so cooked. Now, you're done. Then you're going to take your tiny mill, because this is only suggested for small ones, and dump all that oil out. Now it's time. quick onions in there. So really quick too. And you're gonna put a sprinkle of shrimp in there. Put everything away, you can say, and there you go. That's all you want to do, guys. So I hope you did enjoy this cooking video. Hope you did enjoy this cooking video. This was very hard to make. It took many hours of editing to do. So I hope you did enjoy. And it also took me, it's only about 15 minutes in YouTube. But this is for editing. And it took me about an hour to cook it. And I would really suggest if you hit that like button, because this really took a long time. And also, it's a pretty good one too. So I would really suggest you guys, this is pretty why do I say disgusting? It's really delicious, guys. You can really eat it. It's so good. It's so healthy for you. Well, see you guys soon. Tomorrow, a potato and a salad. See you guys soon.